Hello and welcome to Big Num Numismatics. Today I'm going to go over some older coin albums, folders, penny boards, and really give some background information and some values. This is one part of coin collecting I really enjoy because you get not only a cool place to put your coins in, but you get some of the numismatic history. You're not just buying a brand new printed Whitman album that you can get for a few dollars. We're going to be starting off with a Whitman penny board. This is how Whitman started with their boards. This particular one was produced between 1938 and 1941. This design and idea was purchased from Kent, the Kent Company, which ran a year. These kind of penny boards are really what drove the interest from just collecting by date, just like a 1921 for 1921, 1923, 1924, 25, and into the PDS. And it really drove up the values of the rare ones because finally they could see how hard it was to actually fill them. So this, the blue with the silver lettering and tan back was the 1938. The red ones with the black border, those were produced in the mid-40s, so those are later than these. An unpunched one such as this is about $15 to $25. The used ones are about $10. They're not super expensive, but it's pretty cool to have something from 1938 to store your coins in, and these fit perfectly in a picture frame. That's what they were designed to do. Next, we're going to go on to Library of Coins. These were really the precursor to Dansko. They've got the double sides with the mintages and the plastic slides on the outside. In terms of toning, Dansko a lot of times will have the steel to yellow to red on clad coins. This tones more towards the blue end, and you'll get the blues, purples, oranges that you'll see in mint sets from 1958 and 57. This particular one was from 1958, and these are about $25. The Lincoln cent ones are pretty cheap, $15 to $20. Speaking of Dansko, here is an early folder from them. This is more like the Whitman you usually see. And you can see the mintages are just in number of millions, so they saved a lot of space. It's a really small folder. I'm not particularly sure what toning this produces, as I've never seen any coins actually from them, but I think with the center paper, this is a lot like the 1958-57 mint set stuff, so I would think it's like a cross between the Whitman folders and the mint sets. So you get, on the obverse, you'll get the mint set, and on the back, you'll get some of the more Dansko colors. This was produced in 1941, and it's one of the earliest Dansko albums, before they had the big albums everyone likes. Now for my favorites. The National Coin Album was produced by Whitman, who was a huge numismatist and collector. He really set the stage for Dansko and Whitman and all the high-end albums. These were originally produced in 1931 to 1963, and they have the brown fronts, the brown inserts, and the double slides to see both sides. These are a lot heavy, these stand up to a lot more than any of the other albums. I personally like the color scheme better, too. And the holes are deep enough that you won't get slide marks on your coins, which would prevent them from straight grading unless they were proofs. In that case, they would get like a 64 or something. These tone coins extremely well. These are going to be your target toned rainbows that you see top pop. These tone coins really well, but you can only tone about one coin one time. So a trick, if you want to buy these and have a coin toned in 20-30 years, but it's used, you'll want to use like the 1856 slot for that, and the 1877, because that'll no coins were usually placed in there, so those have all the sulfur still in there. Still takes 30 years, but these were produced in two sizes. The small one, which is more common and had about 400 different coin boards, and then you have the long boy. These only had about 150 boards and are much rarer. And you can see they could fit a lot of coins per board. And this is something that's, I like the long ones because, one, they're rare, but two, they're just cool. I mean, they're massive. They're in between the short ones and the penny boards. This was also produced from 1930s to 1960s. Value-wise, the full set with pages and this depends on the denomination and the design, but usually just the outside covers are about $20, and the pages are like $4 to $8 a piece, depending on which one. The long ones, these are about twice as expensive. The outside covers are $40 to $50, and the insides are $8 to $15 a piece. And from the same company, Megrig, Whitman. Another thing is, a lot of times there was another company that would that made extremely similar, basically outright copying this album, and I'll have the American Coin Album. Same scheme, same boards, same everything, just with the American Coin Album. And they will not have the they won't have the numbers up on the top. But that's those aren't nearly as expensive, so something to watch out. These were produced later. These started in the 1940s. These were a shorter album and basically a half-breed of the folders. You have the backs hidden on the album, and you have the slides, plastic slides to cover the coins in. These don't tone coins very pretty. These get your dark greens, your dark purples, and they can tone nicely, but more often than not, it's going to be the more terminal, and there's no target. These are about 10 bucks, $10 to $15, and depends on what you like. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.